So, welcome everyone. I am so glad more and more people are listening to this podcast. And last week, I did get a lot of questions from people who asked me about what is this community? What can I learn in your community? What do I get? What insight? When do I feel improvement? So, I got many questions, and I thought, why not recording a podcast about everything you need to know about the concussion community, about frequently asked questions. So, this podcast is all about the community. And I hope after listening this podcast, you will know exactly what's inside. If not, please reach out to me. I'm always happy to answer all your questions. So, let me start with the first one. What is this community? So, this community is a place for everyone who is suffering from concussion symptoms, from TBI symptoms, and who is feeling lost in their journey, who don't know how to move forward, who maybe feels alone in their journey because I felt so alone and lost in my journey. I didn't know how to move forward. I went so many times to my doctor, and he always sent me home to rest, to just take it easy and listen to my body, and that's it. He never sent me to a neurologist, to someone who wanted to treat my symptoms instead of trying to live with my symptoms. And I think that's a big difference because I didn't accept that I needed to learn how to live with this because it felt for me like this would be the rest of my life, right? So I was looking for ways to improve my symptoms instead of how to live with them. So it was so hard to find help for that, especially here in the Netherlands. I don't know how it is in your country, but here in the Netherlands, it was so hard to find the right help because most doctors just didn't know what to do. They were just guessing, like, oh, maybe you need this or that, and I will send you to a psychologist because it seems like you're very anxious. And my doctor did send me to someone with a note anxiety disorder. Of course, I have some anxiety, but this isn't my main thing, right? So I was so confused, and I could barely survive a day. And then besides that, you have to find all the help and everything. You have to figure out everything by yourself, which makes it so hard. And during that time, I just wish there was something like this community because I just needed some guidance. I felt so alone because there were no one in my circle that was suffering from a concussion. So I explained how I felt, but they never really get it. And some try to understand, but I think you only get it when you are right in the middle of it, when you're experiencing this yourself. So I noticed when I talked to others who were suffering a concussion, I felt such a relief because I wasn't the only one anymore. And they had some really great tips for me. They lead me to some great treatments as well. So that's why I created this community, because I think everyone who is in the middle of this concussion roller coaster really needs some guidance from people who know what they're talking about. And that's why I collected many experts, concussion experts, who know what they're talking about and who know what to do to move forward, who know what's going on in the brain, and people who are just living this concussion journey. And I bring them together in this platform, and in this community, you will learn everything you need to know. So it will be about nutrition, about exercise, about how to reduce your anxiety, about how to improve your sleep, about how to deal with your time management. There are so many subjects. So everything that I could think of is in this community. I try to find an expert for it, so they can help us with it. So for example, there are more classes about cognitive classes, about headaches, about migraines, about hormones. There are meditation classes, affirmation classes, some breath work, all information about alternative therapies, There are other survivor stories. There are vestibular classes, balance, dizziness, classes about the nervous system. So everything you can think of. And besides the classes, there are the courses with the same subjects, but then you will get less overwhelmed because every day we do just a small piece of it. And I just love to. I recently added to the platform the Q&A podcast, which I do every month. So you can submit all your questions in the comment section below this podcast, and I will answer them for you. So I really love to do this, and I think everything is in this platform. And so people started to ask me questions last week, and I collected some questions from the couple of months before. And they are about if this community is for them, if it's not for them, and that some people are still struggling with screen time. And of course, this is an online community. So, yes, there will be some screen time, but I really try to make the classes easy to watch. And also, some of them you can just turn off your screen and listen to them instead. So, most classes are just able to listen. You can able to listen to the lessons as well. And yeah, so this community is just for everyone who is suffering with TBI symptoms, whiplash symptoms, concussion symptoms. And I think it's I started this in April 2021, and it grew already to 165 members. And there are women in there are men in there are young people in there are some older people in there. So it's a really great mix of different kind of people from all over the world. So there are people from the Netherlands, there are people from America, from Canada, from New Zealand, from Australia, from Norway, from Sweden, from Finland, from Denmark, from England, from Ireland, from Germany, from France. I think I forget some of them, but there are so many people from different countries in the world. And I think that makes it more powerful because each country has a different healthcare and different options. So if you hear about some options from other countries, you will get new ideas. You will get just new treatments you maybe didn't hear of. So this is also the way I ended up in America for treatment, because in the Netherlands this treatment isn't there. So I think it will give you a lot of opportunities, and also the experts who are in this community, who created the classes and courses, they are also from all over the world. So most of them are from America, because I noticed the healthcare in America is way more. I think that it feels like they are like 10 years ahead from the healthcare here in the Netherlands. So most of them are from America or Canada, but there are also some from Australia, from the Netherlands, from somewhere in Europe. So it's also a really nice mix of countries. And you are able to contact all these professionals after watching a class, because I shared all the contact details below each class. So in case you have some more questions or you need some more guidance, you can just reach out to them for more help. And you can always reach out to me, of course, if you have some questions. If you think like I need some more guidance, please let me know. I'm always open to help you where I can. And I did get a lot of comments from people as well who didn't have the money at this moment. And I really, really get it, because I struggled for so long with financial issues because I wasn't able to work anymore. I felt so much stress because of this. And I really get it. People will feel this stress too. And sometimes it was even like it was holding back my recovery. And I just started to ask myself, when I joined a similar program like this before I started my own community, like how much I already spent on doctors, because each doctor appointment will cost around, well, let's say here in the Netherlands, will cost around $50 or $60, and you will have to pay this like every week or every month. But I try to keep the price as low as possible for this community. So you are able to join for $29 $99 a month, or if you choose the 3 month option, you can join for $79 for 3 months. So I will try to keep it as low as possible. And if you compare it with just one appointment with a psychologist, for example, or with your physiotherapist, you already you will pay less for this because everything is in one place. And just ask yourself, like, what if you don't need those appointments after joining? You don't have to run from appointment to appointment anymore, so you will do some stress, you will save the money. And maybe, because I noticed some people are returning back to work, they are making the first steps back to work because they shared it in the community during a couple of last months, and they are the money is coming back to them, right? So if you're able to make the first step back to work, you will, yeah, money will come your way too. And I think your health is the most important thing ever, and you have so much more to gain and to lose. Because if you feel like this community isn't a place for you, you can cancel anytime, so don't worry about that. If you choose the monthly option, just you can cancel, and the only thing you will lose is the 1 month fee. And I also did got a lot of people who said, I don't have the energy for this. I think it's not the right time because I already trying other things, other treatments. But try to also look at the other side, like how much time and energy you can save from stop running to appointment. Because I during my recovery, I there was a time when I was running to appointments, like I had 2 or 3 appointments in 1 week, and I felt so overwhelmed by going to all these appointments. And I just I think when you do too much and when you're getting overwhelmed because of all the appointments, it's not gonna work, because you need focus, you need your rest as well. And if you do so many things at the same time, you don't know what's helping anymore, right? And some doctors even send you from pillar to post. You're just feeling lost and you think, okay, let's try this, let's try that. But if you have to go to all these appointments, all these new things, it's like so overwhelming. And so we have to travel, we have to take maybe the train or the bus, and or yeah, just go outside your safe place and going to all these appointments. I felt so overwhelmed, and I hope it feels less overwhelming to just get a piece of content every day in a community and not having to go to all these different appointments anymore. So it will maybe save some time and energy, right? And yeah, I already mentioned what you will get when you join this community, but let me repeat it for you. So you will get the live coaching session from Julie Koch, and this is a monthly session, a group session. So everyone can join the session, ask her questions. She will help you with the emotional part, because I think the emotional part is sometimes way harder than the physical part. This was my experience. And you will also get access to 160 expert classes, 12 expert courses, my private monthly Q&A podcasts, the supportive community, of course, exclusive content. So I will post 5 times a week, so to give you some motivation and support. You will get access to the library, and in this library are so many exercises, tips, helpful sheets, everything you need to know to start moving forward from your safe place at home. You will get also access to this list of specialists per region, and people are adding their recommendations to the list, so it will grow as well. And of course, I will support you where I can. When you post something in the community, I will help everyone. I will comment on it. I will be there as much as possible. And yeah, I will just be your biggest cheerleader, because I think motivation and helping each other is so important. And then some practical things I already mentioned. There are 2 subscriptions to this community, and it's a monthly subscription or a 3 month subscription. And the monthly is $29.99 a month, and the 3 months is $79. And you are able to cancel anytime, so don't worry about that. And yeah, I just can't wait to hear more from you. I really, really hope you will join the community. And it to end this podcast, I just want to share some reviews people left during the last couple of months, so you know how they experience this community and if they just feel some improvement. So let me share a couple of them with you. And if you are curious about more reviews, you can always go to my website, theconcussioncommunity.com, where is a specific page with all the different reviews. But let me start to read some of them out loud. So I started doing the aerobic low exercise, and I can tell the big difference on my head and my energy. It's amazing. Thank you, Rob Wallace, for sharing the exercises. I've been doing them for a couple of days now, and within the first day, I noticed a difference. And thank you, Sylvie. This helped me so much. Daniela's affirmations changed a lot for me. I wake up affirming myself, my health, my brain, still grateful for that. I started doing these exercises a couple of days ago, and it feels like my neck is more relieved, less tension. I can't wait to do the other exercises. This group has literally changed my life. For 3 years, I was always questioning myself if I'm just making up these symptoms because most medical doctors didn't believe me or wouldn't help. Now I feel heard and supported and not alone. That's priceless. Thank you, Sylvie. Let me find another one. Thank you, Daniela, for offering this course on reducing anxiety. You've provided a lot of useful and doable tips and techniques to improve wellness. All the best. I just watched this first video and did all as Daniela talked. It was incredible. I loved it and it made me feel strong, both physically and mentally, and that I really can heal. I truly feel lighter, more positive, and stronger. I can't wait for the rest of the affirmation videos over the next 20 days. Thank you, Daniela, thank you so much for your effort to make this course for us. I really enjoy your affirmations. They make me feel good. I did the first exercise and I'm feeling a lot less pain. You put so much in it. I'm doing one of the courses with Annie and I learned so much. It gave me inspiration to get up and have to do in helping my brains. From not getting proper medical health care and feeling isolated to be seen and supported, I finally found the motivation to fight for my recovery. This group and teachers are so supportive and encouraging, and a real tribe so needed when dealing with PCS. It's the safest community and it has been a lifesaver for me. So, well, I can continue with reading out all these reviews, but as I said, if you want to read more of them, there is a page on my website that I created for everyone, so they can just dive in and read them just by themselves. So you can also click on the link in the description and you will see the menu and just click on reviews. Then you will find all of them. And yeah, I just hope you will join the community. And if you case have any questions, please let me know. I'm able to help where I can, and I would love to help answer all your questions. And I just hope you will feel the improvements as well. And most of the people, they felt some improvements in the first month. And then I'm talking about improvements about improving their sleep, about being able to exercise again, to have some better nutrition so they will feel like their energy is increasing, they have less headaches, they just feel more like motivated and they get more tips. And I think motivation is so important in your journey, and having this open mindset as well, because then you are open for new opportunities, and I believe they will come your way when you are opening up yourself and just, yeah, when you connect with others as well. So yeah, of course, again, let me know if you have any more questions, and you can always reach out to me on Instagram. It's the Concussion Community, or you can send me an email, info@theconcussioncommunity.com. You can reach me at many ways and I will answer as soon as possible. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you get a better idea of what this community is. And yeah, have a great day. And just a quick reminder to end this episode, I want to let you know that the doors to the community will close coming Sunday and that this is the last chance to join for this lower price and to get the 4 different bonuses. So let me repeat to you what the 4 bonuses are. So the 4 bonuses are an exclusive episode where I tell you more about an update from my mind eyeglasses. The second bonus is a cognitive exercise. This is a video and a file. The third bonus is another exclusive podcast where I tell more about if I am fully recovered, if I can live my life again. And the fourth bonus will be a list of 16 things that are helping in my recovery. So if you want to join a community, do this before Sunday because then you will pay the lower price and you will get the 4 bonuses. So I hope to see you soon.